And good morning. Welcome to Early Morning Grind with your two favorite people, Reuben and Alzie Dukes. We hope that you guys are up on this Monday morning. Today being September 17th, 2018. And with that being said, we're going to jump right into weather for West Palm Beach today. It is currently 81 degrees. West Palm is set to have a high of 91 today and a low tonight of 79. For Fort Lauderdale, it is currently 82. Fort Lauderdale is set to have a high of 92 today and a low tonight of 80. For Miami, they're 83. They're set to have a high of 90 and a low tonight of 80. For Belgrade is currently at 73. They're set to have a high of 92 and a low tonight of 73. For Pahokee today, Pahokee is currently at 76. They're set to have a high of 91 today and a low tonight of 74. And there's rain in the forecast for Pahokee and Belgrade as well as Clewiston. Clewiston is at 75. They're set to have a high of 91 and a low tonight of 74. Now we're jumping onto our states. For Ohio today, we're visiting Cleveland. Cleveland is at 72. Today they're set to have a high of 78 and a low tonight of 69. For the ATL on today, Georgia is currently at 70. They're set to have a high of 90 and a low tonight of 69. And that is weather for today. Good morning to all of our live viewers, Facebook viewers, YouTube viewers. Thank you for tuning in on today. And with that being said, we're going to go on to something that happened on this day in history. You know, like always, I like bringing you something that has happened. Now, on this day, September 17th, 1976, do you not know that the space shuttle was unveiled to the public on this day back in 1976? Now, also on this day, September 17th, 2001, the New York Stock Exchange, it reopened for the first time since the 9/11 terrorist attack on the Twin Towers. Now, that was the longest period of closure since the Great Depression back in the 1930s. Isn't that something? That happened on this day back in 2001. Excuse me. Now, on to birthdays. Stop it. On to birthdays today. If you have a birthday today, we really want to say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Right here from Early Morning Grind to you. Happy birthday. Now we want to do some shout outs for birthdays today. Rasheed Wallace. He was born on this day back in 1974. Rasheed. It's Rasheed Wallace.
Rasheed.
That's what I said. Rasheed Wallace.
Not Rasheed. It's Rasheed.
Okay. Hobby ever. Now, Rasheed turns 44 on this day. He's an NBA player. He was a center for, or is a center for, the Detroit Pistons. We want to say happy birthday to you. Now, if you think you can now pronounce these names better, why don't you come on over here and say it?
Okay. I'm just telling people about how I live. Got a live chat.
Another birthday wish that we want to do a shout out to is Mikhail Yoba. And he said, who is he? He's an actor. He was born on this day back in 1967. He turns 51 on this day. Now, Doug E. Fresh, do you know who that is? He was born Douglas E. Davis. He was from Barbados, or he was born in Barbados. He turns 51 today. He was born on this day back in 1967. And those are our birthday wishes for you on today. Again, if you have a birthday today, we just want to say happy birthday, and we hope that you enjoy your day on today. Now, on to our church announcements. We got a couple of churches that we want to do a shout out for today. The first church is the Faith Center. The Faith Center is located at 5555 Northwest 95th Avenue, and that's right in the city of Sunrise. Their service times are at 10 a.m. on Sundays, and Wednesday night Bible class is at 7:30 p.m. And the man in charge there is the one and only Bishop Henry Fernandez, along with his lovely wife, Carol Fernandez. Now, again, the Faith Center has a lineup of events happening. They have this one event in particular that I want to focus on, which is stage play, and it's called Don't Count Me Out. Now, this stage play is going to be held October 5th, 2018. The time is 7:30 p.m. So if you're interested in purchasing tickets, we ask that you go to the website, which is www.don'tcountmeoutplay.com. You go there and you register, you purchase your tickets. Now, the actors that are going to be in this stage play are Marcus Wiley, Tony Terry, Jaden, Natasha Watkins, Eddie Browns, Shirley Murdoch, and the one and only Melanie Amara, X Factor winner. So get your tickets now so that you can get a good seat, okay? And that is the announcement for the Faith Center. Now, if you were at church on yesterday, all of the actors were present. They, did their thing, took pictures with the public. So you kind of get a little know about what they're all about, their personalities. So again, get your tickets now. Another church that we want to shout out is Shiloh Family Worship Center. Shiloh is located at 2275 Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, and that's right in the city of West Palm Beach. Their service times are at 10 a.m. on Sundays, and they have Tuesday night Bible class at 7 p.m. And the man in charge there is the one and only Bishop A.J. Wright, along with his wife, Lady Wright. So stop by Shiloh if you're looking for a place of worship in the West Palm Beach area. Also, another church that we want to do a shout out for is called Power Prayer Ministries. Power Prayer is located at 1057 West 6th Street, and that's right in the city of Riviera Beach, Florida. So if you're living in Riviera Beach and you need to find a place of worship, stop by Power Prayer Ministries. The man in charge there is the one and only Apostle George Ferguson Sr. with his lovely wife, Rosalind Ferguson. Again, stop by. You won't be disappointed. Now, we have news and sports coming up for you. Again, if you're just tuning in, we are live on YouTube, and we're also live Facebook. So if you need to know how to log in, just type in Reuben Dukes, and you'll be pulled up right to this screen or to this live feed. We also want to do a shout out for Reggie D.
Keep talking.
I am down for Reggie. Log on to his website. This gentleman, he's walking across the state for unity. So log on to his website, www.walkforunity.com. Okay? So www.walkforunity.com. You can follow him. He's actually walking to Seattle, Washington.
Yes.
He started here in West Palm Beach.
Right.
He walked from West Palm Beach. I believe the last recorded was where? Texas?
Yeah, Texas.
Right outside of Texas.
The northwest side of part of Texas. He made it to that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Join. Yeah.
join him if you're in the Texas area. Get
Yeah.
out, become a part of this walk for
Now, you may
unity.
be out of Texas now, but he Texas is big.
That's a big state.
He walked. He went to Texas. I don't think he's supposed to, but he did go.
That's all good.
So that's awesome, man. Shouts out to Reggie D, my brother, in the radio, and good guy, man. Good guy, all around good guy. All around great guy. We got some people up this morning.
Yeah, we
Got Roz Nilly, jelly.
definition.
Of jelly when you're married and your wife runs your every move.
Jelly.
There's some jelly stuff there.
Okay.
Good morning, LaShawn.
Good morning.
Spine doctor, where you at? Well, actually, here we got YouTube Live up. You guys could go on YouTube Live, and shouts out to Eddie Brown. He's a subscriber. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So we are on YouTube, man. You can just see us right here. We live right here on YouTube. So if you go to my name, ReubenDukes, and you can go on there live and you can chat live.
Yeah.
See us live right there. See us right there. You can see us live. That's a great thing, right?
That's right.
So, check us out live right here and do your thing. So we live. I sent some notifications through Instagram, and a couple of people clicking on and everything. So yeah, YouTube Live is actually Facebook gets you. You have a community on Facebook, but it limits you. YouTube is broader. So a lot of people get a chance to run across, like when we did the movie. The movie is coming out pretty soon. We just got one part in there, but it's a movie, and it's our first movie together. I know y'all seen some of the posters that I posted and pictures and stuff. Me and my wife, and she's in the dressing room getting dressed and having a good time, and so we couldn't take pictures on the set. They don't allow that, but what the directors said was, we seen a lot of your stuff on YouTube. We seen a lot of your stuff online and stuff like that. So they do research you, especially if you're trying to go and get into the entertainment business. People research you. I do radio, work in promotions, so they, in any job, like they research you. They look through your social media, they look through your Facebook, they look through those things. They're trying to find out who you are, where you're from, and what you're doing, right? So a lot of you don't like to do social media, but if you're trying to get something going for yourself, I will advise you to get a social media account. That's the new resume now, whether you know it or not. And when getting it, it's according to how you use your platform. Me and my wife, this show is based on marriage, and a lot of other things, because we kind of we just don't stick to one thing. She just keep kicking my feet. Would you stop?
No, you move your feet from under my
She just
feet.
love kicking my feet.
No, I don't.
I mean, when we're in the bed, she kicks my feet.
That's not. You need to stop.
But
That means you have your feet all on my feet.
I'd be all over there too. All over there. Don't get the spine doctor going this morning. I was trying to just let him just put him down. And you always try to get him going. I always be all over there like that. So don't get started in here now. Now, you know what I'm saying. All right. Okay, spine doctor, chill out. Chill out, spine doctor. All right. Okay, but that's really is your resume if you're really trying to get something going for yourself. I think social media is a brilliant tool. It can be a bad tool, but it's a brilliant tool. It's according to how you use your platform. And a lot of people, I don't want to use social media. Man. One thing about this show, we talk about political stuff, right? But to a certain extent, right? We deal with injustice, inequality. We talk about that. Well, now, we do talk about that. That's not to a certain extent. That's all the way. So definitely you're dealing with a lot of things with equality and things like that in this country. And definitely, and we're going to touch on some things on the hot topic based on honesty and integrity, right? So definitely we're gonna touch on some things today concerning equality, and why, right?
That's right.
And tied it to a relationship status, because I believe in relationship you must be honest.
You got to be honest.
Family, and if you stand for that in your house, why not stand for that outside of your house? Honesty and family, togetherness and love and all that stuff, right? So, my wife wanted to get me. So, how was your weekend? I'm sure everybody's weekend was great, right? Yeah. And how was your weekend, honey? Why are you sitting there looking at me like that? What's?
I'm just listening. I had a pretty good weekend.
Yeah.
Went to.
She's just sitting there staring at me like.
I always look at you.
Ain't even trying to get involved in the.
That's a lie from the
You just kicking me.
Get on over there on your side.
Stop pushing my chair.
That's right. Now I can tune in to my side.
And make sure you guys tune in to the YouTube Live, where you can see us right here on YouTube Live. See, right there? That's YouTube Live right now.
Got it, honey.
Yeah. You see that? Yeah. Well, they got it. You got to keep saying it. So I don't get into your segment.
I didn't say you did.
Don't be trying to get all involved with mine.
Let's keep it moving.
All right, whatever. All right, in news, 2 shot in West Palm Beach. Local news. 2 shot in West Palm Beach. The county sheriff investigating a double shooting. A man and a woman were found shot Sunday morning on the 9200 block of Sun Court. The conditions are unknown, and they haven't found the perpetrator.
Oh my!
Yeah, that's robbery victims fight back in West Palm Beach. Somebody was getting robbed, and they was fighting back. A mother in Belen Isles stabbing news suspect was being watched by FBI. You don't remember this story? No. All right. This mother allowed this boy to come over to the house. Was a friend of Giovanni, I guess was a friend of her child. And the boy ended up stabbing and killing her child. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
It was a sleepover. She stated that he was special, he was beautiful, loving, he loved us, he loved his friends. It's now been 6 months since Giovanni was murdered. Every day he's been a challenge for a brood to keep going. My heart is broken into pieces. She said, I feel emptiness like this. Just, wow. This is the mother talking about her son. While he slept, Giovanni was stabbed to death by another person in her home.
Jesus.
Johnson was 17 years old at the time of the killing, and also he was a guest in the home. So, and she told detectives she ran in to help Giovanni, and Johnson attacked her. He just stabbed me in the neck,
Jesus.
she said, and there was a struggle on the stairs. He just kept stabbing me.
Oh my God.
Giovanni's friend Don Bancroft also ran to help and was stabbed dozens of times. He and his mother both survived. Johnson was in the house because he was friends with Simon's other son, Kyle.
Lord Jesus. Where was Daddy? Was there a dad in the home?
No. Kyle Simon was uninjured. According to police, Johnson and Kyle had spent the evening watching violent jihadi videos on the internet. And Simon told the detectives she had been visited by the FBI just a week before the killing, telling her to watch out for Johnson because he made violent threats online.
Oh, see now they had put a warning out there.
Warning.
You know what
Don't go in that water.
Warning always comes before destruction.
Warning. Yeah.
Listen to those warnings.
Oh my God, man.
That could have been prevented. There wouldn't have been no sleepover that night.
Let me tell you something. If an FBI come to this house and one of my children's friends is being watched, he's stating that you need to watch out for Jatavius because Jatavius is watched by the FBI. Do you think that Jatavius or Jimmy Boo go stay the night at my house?
I don't think so. Not on my...
Bruh, look here, man. And I'm going to pull my kids. Come here. That's your friend? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's straight. He's good. He's a good dude. They don't know what they... You go stay over his house.
It wouldn't have been nobody staying over nobody's house.
Go stay over his house if you want him to stay that bad. But he ain't staying up in here.
And look how many lives was put in danger because
the mom, the friend, the kid that got killed, his friend.
It's just too much.
Yeah.
When they already telling you gotta be somebody with something serious going on. Very detrimental for the FBI to come and say, you know what, we've tagged you and we're letting people know that you're involved with, that you are of a danger to, that means you're a danger to society.
Well, dude, you letting stay to your house, you better be careful because we seen him coming in and out your house. And he done made violent threats online and we detected that. So, meaning that your life is in danger right now. That's a sad story. I heard that 6 months ago. It happened right up the street where we from. You know, right now. So, Bellin Isles, Palm Beach Gardens.
Wow.
Yeah, right there. NC flood, North Carolina flooding, local woman's mother rescued from the flood. I guess she was staying to ride the storm out, and the flood the water was rising.
Oh yeah, that's some sad stuff.
Yeah. She lived in New Bern, North Carolina, where this thing is squarely affecting everything at this moment, is now in harm's way, said Douglas. There's a lot of damage, there's a lot of flooding, and, she says the images we're all seeing out of the Carolinas are alarming. Her mother was trapped, and they had to go in there and get her. Said her mother stayed behind regardless of the mandatory evacuations, protect her largest investment, her home. Now they're just happy to be dry. So the mom wanted to just stay back and she was finna stop the water.
She ain't know it was like that. Let me tell you, if you never been in a real hurricane, you really don't know the magnitude of this thing.
Let me tell you something, man. You don't
happens.
mess around with that. That wind is no joke. I remember some people gave some stories about when this last hurricane hit Key West, and these people they evacuated Key West. Evacuated. They told everybody. Everybody to get off the island. So these people decided they wanted to stay on the island and do their thing and da-da-da-da-da. Man, you should have heard them. You should have heard them stories, man. It was, it sounded like a train. It sounded like a voice coming from the, all that.
Oh my goodness.
You should have heard them, man. It was funny. Like the guy was like, I never heard that light say it was very. Say the sound was very alarming. It was terrifying. The house was shaking, and the roof was it was so bad. People just stormed out the house and ran into another place, and it was horrible.
I'm telling you, Mother Nature, when she
say the house was literally shaking
on her thing. You gotta let her be.
You gotta say they would never do that again. There's no joke, man. Remember we was in a hurricane, we heard that wind? Oh, man. It sounded like footsteps. Like giant footsteps. Remember?
Yeah.
We was in the place, in our house. And it was coming from west. It was coming from west. Right up the side of 27. We was in Belgrade then. And me and my wife was in the room. And we was praying. And we heard the wind. But when the front side.
Ooh, that was terrible.
Dude, can you believe we heard it was like giant footsteps.
And a train at the same time.
Yes. It was like boom, boom, like boom, 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 boom. Giant footsteps, train, like a big, large.
Freight train.
Like a big, large, like if you in a room and they put a big, large train horn, it'd be like that's one of the largest loudest horns you ever heard.
In your life.
That was one of the loudest sounds that I ever heard. That was terrifying. That was terrifying. And I ain't prayed so hard before in my life. As I was thinking about that.
We kind of like peeked outside. Looked like the sky.
The sky was on the ground.
The sky was like almost on the ground. It
was on the ground.
That's how close it sounded. Like it was, you could see the yellows, the reds, everything just
on
right
the ground.
there.
I'd say, close that window, close it. She was cracking up. I said, get the rag, get the rag. I was all loud. I was like I was on the football field. Guys, I was like I was on the football field. Get the rag, get the rag. Like I was calling plays.
Oh my goodness.
Get the rag. My wife was like, calm down.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, but thank God, man, that was something.
We survived.
That was something. So
we got out of bed later.
Well, my wife was like, after that, we got out and rode around. And my wife was like, we finna leave. Because we had just moved from up north back down, and it's her dad had tuck sick that time. And we moved from Ohio and moved down. She wanted to come back home. So I was like, all right, cool. We'll go back, it's whatever. I didn't want to come back.
No, he did not.
She wanted to.
It's not that I really wanted to come back. I wanted to make sure Dad was good.
Yeah. So we was like, all right, cool. So we came
The
back.
cold weather was really getting to me.
The cold weather, she didn't like the cold up there. So, but yeah. So when we got back, but that happened, and I was like, yo, can we move to West Palm? Not can we move? I was like, we moving to West Palm. She's like, seriously? I said, yeah, we got to go. Just like that. All right. NFL sports scores for Sunday. The Saints defeated the Browns. Chargers defeated the Bills. In that game with the Saints and the Browns, they was missed field goals everywhere.
Really?
The Chiefs beat the Steelers. Wow, 42-37. The Colts beat the Redskins. The Dolphins won again. Beat the Jets. Wow.
All right, Dolphins.
Buccaneers beat the Eagles. Tampa Bay real. Falcons beat the Carolina Panthers. The Titans beat the Texans. The Vikings and the Packers tied. There was a lot of missed field goals in that game. The Rams destroyed Arizona Cardinals. 34-0. 49ers beat the Lions. The Jaguars beat the Patriots.
Ooh.
The Broncos beat the Raiders. And guess what, guys? My beloved Dallas Cowboys beat the New York Giants.
Oh, finally.
Finally, it had. What you talking about? Finally.
Finally.
Shouts out to. That was a great game. Toronto in baseball. Toronto Blue Jays beat the Yankees. Red Sox beat the Mets. Rays beat the Oakland Athletics. The Cincinnati Reds beat the Chicago Cubs. The St. Louis Cardinals beat the Los Angeles Dodgers. And that's sports and scores and everything. And in college football, FAU beat Bethune-Cookman.
Wow.
But that was a pretty good game, though. They came. I think Bethune-Cookman tried to come back too late, but they really started knowing that they could play this team too late, and they scored. They put up 29 points.
Yeah, they did.
But it was too late. It was a little bit too late. FAU was way ahead, so.
Oh, they had a lot of fast players on there.
Yeah, BCU had some fast guys. I was surprised at Bethune-Cookman. They put it down. Who else? University of Miami beat Toledo. And Florida State got smashed.
Yes, they did.
30-7. That was awful. My wife was pissed off. She was pissed all the way on. She was pissed off.
Pick this up.
Is that it for, that shouldn't be it for this head coach. Willie Taggart, he's going to be okay. Guys, coaches lose games.
Well,
the guy
not the
deserved a
coaches
fair
that lose
chance.
The game. It's the players.
Right. This guy deserves a fair chance, and I don't feel like it's right for people to get all up in the media talking about this man need to lose his job because of 3 games. He played Syracuse. Okay, they usually beat Syracuse, but Syracuse got some good recruits. Syracuse was pretty tough, okay, when Jimbo was there. LSU, well, no, not LSU, that was us, I'm sorry. Virginia Tech was pretty tough. That's a tough team. They played that team, but that was tough. You know what I'm saying? Now, the team that they beat was a small school, Sam Ford. And Sam Ford kind of like... No, it's Sam Ford.
Listen, I used to live up there.
No, that's not where that school at. It's not in Florida.
It's still...
It's Sam...
How is it spelled?
S-A-M.
Oh, M, okay. I
Yes.
thought it was S-A-M.
It's Sam Ford.
Okay.
Even though that school had the lead on them, they had some guys that there was a lot of mishaps. And when Syracuse played them, they just had the confidence that they could beat Syracuse and da-da-da-da. there need to be some adjustments made on that offensive line. And that's what needs to be done. All right? All right. And that's sports and news. We're going to head right to the hot topic.
Oh my goodness. On to today's hot topic. Today's hot topic is entitled 5 Reasons Why Honesty is Important.
Right.
Number 1 says, without honesty, there is no foundation for a lasting or enjoyable relationship in any context, whether that be with a family member, a friend, or a romantic interest.
Right.
So honesty, I'm always reminded of the phrase, honesty is the best policy. So in a relationship, you want to always be honest. Because if it start out with lies, you're going to have to tell one lie to cover another lie.
Lies, you know
and then another lie to cover that lie. And before you know it, you're going to have a whole den of lies.
Den of thieves.
With no honesty. Number 2 says that people can't read your mind. So being honest doesn't just mean telling the truth about factual information, but also about the way you are feeling.
Right.
So you want to be honest. You want to let people know how you're really feeling.
Right.
You know, don't say, oh, but you know, it's okay. You told a little white lie. No, it's not okay.
What is a white lie?
It's part truth.
Okay, what is a black lie then?
It's a lie.
I think a lie is a lie. You can't.
You know, sometimes people tell.
You can't put lies on.
They tell part truth. They don't give all of the information. They just give a small portion, and then they add to it. So to make it sound good, but in all actuality, it's a lie.
Right.
I mean, give us your feedback.
No, I mean, what is a white lie? And what is a black lie?
Both of them are
Do
lies.
you tell black lies or white lies? What is a Latino lie then? If you want
all of them are lies.
a Chinese lie or
Oh, wow. Never heard of those. But,
you know what I mean? I mean, if you're gonna put lies in categories, you might as well just whoever tell it.
True.
Right? If you're white, you tell a white lie. If you're black, you tell a black lie. If you're Latino, you're telling a Latino lie.
All of them are lies.
All of them lies, man.
Yeah. Number 3 says that when people don't know the truth, they will try and guess it. That is not being honest about some things.
Right.
Because it causes people to try and figure out what you're not saying or what the truth actually is.
Right.
So you don't want people to, you talking and say, well, what part of this is really truth and what part is not? Because I'm not really understanding what you're saying. It sounds like it's part truth.
Right.
So I'm here trying to figure out what you're saying. Just say the truth. Just be honest about it.
Right.
I know sometimes people don't like to tell the truth because they feel like they're going to hurt people.
You gonna tell the truth?
I always try to tell the truth.
You always try to tell the truth.
In everything.
Do I always tell the truth?
I hope you do. I haven't seen,
Listen to my wife.
seen anything that, you wouldn't tell me the truth about. But
Right. Listen
you
to my
always
wife,
been
see?
truthful with me.
Listen to my wife.
I'm like, well, what you ask me that for? Wait a minute.
Tell the truth.
I always try and tell the truth.
Me too.
You
I
know?
always try to.
Sometimes in telling the truth, people do kind of like add to what the truth is, but sometimes it messes it up.
Right.
Instead of just sticking right to the facts.
And I'm sticking to it. Tell the truth about a lot of things, right? Mm-hmm. Number 4 is people are usually more hurt by the concealment of the truth than by the truth itself. Like, people don't like the fact when you talk about racism. Mm-hmm. Like, I got, white friends that they don't understand that. Some of them don't understand. Like man, why, like, Black African Americans, they get mad about a lot of, say, bro, you got to look at the big picture. Mm-hmm. Now, do you get harassed by the cops? No. No, I don't get harassed by the cops. Like, I never gotten harassed by the cops. I say, bingo. Do I get harassed by the cops? You know? Do you know someone that, yeah, you know, and they'll say, yeah, you have a black friend that got harassed? Yeah. I guarantee you, your friends of color have got harassed. You know, that's just one, you know. Do that have anything to do with race? A lot. Yes. And my buddy was like, yeah, man, you know, because I could do something and it won't be blown out of proportion like if you did something. You see what I'm saying? I was looking at a video where this guy was chained to the wall. And the guy was yelling at him just to try to, you could see he wanted to incite him to get angry before he could do what he did. He actually assaulted the dude, the prisoner, because the guy was actually chained to the wall and actually just kept punching the guy in the face.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And taking all his aggression out on the guy for nothing.
Oh my goodness.
Do people want to talk about, you know, people don't like, but some people do not like to talk about race and racism in this country. Because they feel like, you know, they know it's true. But like this says, people usually more hurt by the concealment of the truth than by the truth itself.
Yeah, I'm reminded of this gentleman that was at the airport.
Right.
And cops, for some reason, I don't know what had happened, but they locked him up and he was in a nice starch white shirt with
the gentleman. Yeah, I think I see.
And he was
that was
like,
pretty funny to me.
I am not a black guy,
Yeah.
a black person. Why are you doing this?
Why you
to
treating
me
me like a black? You treating me like a black
I
man.
was like, oh my goodness. And
People know.
Yeah.
They don't want to. They don't want to talk about it, but they know
It happens.
it happens. Just like in a relationship, you know. I know a lot of interracial relationships. You know, some families don't accept interracial relationships. I know some black families don't like it just because of the simple fact that they look at, look what they're doing with us. And they've been doing this for histories and decades. And no, I think it's a little different now.
Yeah.
Back then they was forced to. Now it's it's very consensual. So, and the last one is what? Wait a minute. But in the same sense of number 4 is some people lie because they're afraid the truth will get them in trouble or cause another pain. See? So we kind of covered all that basis right there based on that whole equality. All right? And the last one is what?
Being honest improves the relationship and saves us from having to live a lie.
Right.
Lies rarely come on their own. One will usually be needed to cover another until it spirals out of control.
Yeah, you got to keep coming up with a lie to cover another lie and cover another lie and a lie. You know, it just that's a lot of energy.
Yeah, it's too much. So tell the truth. Be honest.
What I do, I just get my wife on in the bed and just tear it out the frame. No, I don't know where that just came from.
Wait a minute.
I don't know. The spine doctor jumped in, so
Oh my goodness.
There's one way you could just, the spine doctor jumped in.
So if you're just tuning in, we gave you 5 reasons why honesty.
Good morning,
is
Family
important.
Outreach, Green Top. Yes, go ahead, babe.
I'm done with that. So.
But yeah, so now it's time for Inspirational Corner with Alzie.
Yeah, now on to today's inspiration. Today's inspiration reads, walk away from anything or anyone who takes away from your joy. Life is too short to be putting up with them foes. And the last one that I have is no one is going to hand me success. I must go out and get it for myself. That's why I'm here. I'm here to dominate. I'm here to conquer. That's what I'm here to do. Today's scripture is coming from Psalms 23rd, and it reads, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?"
Hey,
And that is today's scripture. Now, thank you for tuning in Inspirational Corner with Alzie Dukes, and I hope you were inspired.
I don't know if you noticed it, but you just got a text. Read your text.
I am a single girl. I love sex. I'm looking for a sex partner. Oh my goodness, who sent that to me? She looking for, she need a man. Or people just text crazy things to you. That is not cool. You just get a, why would you send that to me? What, you think I can get you to hook up with somebody? Oh my.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. Oh, my God, man.
That alone.
Oh,
I'll pray
man.
for you.
That's actually a bogus number, I guess. People, you know.
I don't know, but I'm going to show say delete block. But I mean, if you want to honesty, you say if I know somebody that you could possibly connect with, that's something different. But don't start the conversation out and, you know what I'm saying?
She said she's single. She need a sex partner.
She need a sex partner. You ain't talking about relationship. You ain't talking about getting to know nobody. You just say you want to have sex with somebody. You don't catch a disease just having sex with somebody.
Well, you ain't introduce my coach's corner.
On to Coach's Corner. I was getting ready to
Coach's
go
help
in.
desk, baby.
Coach's help desk.
They pissed my
Maybe
wife
the
off.
coach can help you.
I can help you in this. Hey, welcome to Coach's Help Desk with your boy Coach Deuce live in effect. All right, got that alarming text. But I can help you right here. I don't think there's probably a fit with that, but I'm going to give you something that's going to get you through the day and help you get motivated on through the day. This from John Wooden. Seek opportunities to show your care. The smallest gestures often make the biggest difference. Seek opportunities, show you care. The smallest gestures often make the biggest difference. That's John Wooden. I got the last one. Behind every fearless player is a fearless coach. Refuse to let them be anything but the best they can be.
All right.
And I'm going to say this for the last one. If you aren't going to go all the way, why go at all? And that's Joe Namath. Joe Namath, the quarterback for the New York Jets, the Hall of Famer. Oh. If you aren't going all the way, why go at all? So if you ain't gonna do something, why do it? If you ain't gonna do it all the way, why even put your foot in it? Because you're gonna quit. Don't quit. Don't give up. Keep moving forward. All right.
All right.
Because behind every fearless player, there's a fearless coach. That's right. Refuse to let them be anything but the best they can be. That's my wife.
That's you.
That's right. And seek opportunities. Show you care. The smallest gestures often make the biggest difference. Thank you for choosing or meeting me right here at Coach's Help Desk with your boy Coach Dukes. Remember, dream big and pursue them. Just don't dream big, pursue your dreams. That's right. Potential that is not used is just lost potential. Use the potential that God has given you. You never know what you can become. Thank you for joining me at Coach's Help Desk. Now, here's the last words to wisdom and the overview of the show with my beautiful wife, Alzie Dukes. Thank you for choosing Early Morning Grind this morning. We really appreciate you. Thank you, and God bless. And make sure you share the video. And now here's Alzie with the last words of wisdom of the show.
All right. Again, we want to thank you for tuning in to Early Morning Grind with your two favorite people, Reuben and Alzie Dukes. We hope that on today we inspired you with some of our
Tell them they get
words.
talk going on.
Again, you can check us out on YouTube Live. YouTube Live. We are actually live right now. Check us out. Review the show. Add your comments. And for those that are just tuning in, the hot topic was 5 reasons why honesty is important. We said that without honesty, there's no foundation. People can't read your mind, so you must be honest. And the third point, we state that when people don't know the truth, they will try and guess it. That's why being honest about something, you just have to be totally honest. Don't just, make little white lies, we were saying. Then we talked about white lies, black lies, Chinese lies. We talked a little bit about equality on today as well. So we just want to say and all, thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have a blessed and awesome Monday on today. Make sure you share the video. Also, we ask that you log on to walkforunity.com, donate, comment, support Reggie D on his walk. And that's it for today. You guys have a blessed and awesome day. You're not there yet? Oh my goodness. So we love you. and Coach he's getting there. Get out today and love on someone. Make that phone call on today and let someone know that you care. People today, they want to know that people really do care. So make the call, write a letter, visit a loved one. Whether it's in prison or in the hospital or at home, visit your loved ones and let them know how much you love them. All right? Peace out.
I guess.
What happened? We're still trying to get the music going. It's moving a little slow today. Let's see if we have any comments that I could give feedback on today. We want to thank Barbatonio for tuning in.
We good. All right.